says, scientists studying a common type of bacteria have discovered that most, so more than 50% of bacteria of that type are in hibernation at any given time. So for those of you that are kind of newer to this, I read this and I'm like, all right, so this is like opinion and other / background information, right? Like this is what more background. So then so at least one microbiologist have concluded from this that bacteria in general are usually in hibernation. That's opinion of others, right? Okay, so we have our opinion of others going on here. This conclusion would be reasonable if all types of bacteria were rather similar. But in fact, since bacteria are extremely diverse, it is unlikely that most types of bacteria hibernate regularly. Okay, so I'm guessing you were debating between
I love how you already knew my brain.
yes, I'm guessing you're saying like this conclusion would be reasonable if all of this, or it is unlikely that most types of bacteria hibernate regularly.
I'm dead. Yeah, that was me.
So which one is supporting the other?
Okay.
Like what is this?
This conclusion would be reasonable if all the types of bacteria were rather similar, supports that it is unlikely that most types of bacteria hibernate regularly because bacteria are diverse.
Yes. So we say like, hey, this would be reasonable if all types of bacteria were rather similar. But then we go on to say, but we're actually extremely diverse. Therefore, it's unlikely that most types of bacteria hibernate regularly.
Yeah.
And so if I went through this.
So then the conclusion is it's unlikely.
Yes. Was that what you would have said?
Yes.
Excellent.
All right.
So then A says bacteria of most types are usually in hibernation. No. B, it is probably not true that most types of bacteria hibernate regularly. I like that one, right? Because I like the strength here too. We're saying it is unlikely, where I feel like that's the same strength as probably not true.
Mm-hmm.
C says his bacteria are extremely diverse. It is unlikely that most types. Ooh.
These answer choices are tricky. I was like,
I see it now. Okay, the reason I don't like C is because it's conditional.
Mm-hmm.
Like it says, if bacteria are extremely diverse, where we know in fact that they're diverse.
Yeah.
So our conclusion is it's unlikely that most types of bacteria hibernate regularly. It's not this conditional thing going off, so I would cross off C. The conclusion that bacteria in general are usually in hibernation would be reasonable if all types of bacteria were rather similar. Nope, that's support. And then E says it is likely that only one type. No, it is only one type. So then our answer is B, which I bet this is actually a very difficult question.
Looked on 7th Sage, they considered it 3-star, but
never mind. I would have guessed it would have been harder than that.
Honestly, yeah. Because the reason I got it wrong was because I switched up what I thought was the support versus the main conclusion. So I thought it was answer choice D, but I kept going back and forth for a really long time between C and D, and then I picked up that C was.
I bet a lot of people pick C for this one.
I probably 11%